All right, number 26. It says, which figure has all sides of equal measure, but not necessarily all angles of equal measure? Okay, we know the square has all sides of equal measure and all angles, so it's not that one. Rectangle doesn't have all of the same sides. Rhombus has all equal sides, but not all equal angles, so there's your answer right there. H. 27, what is the measure of angle DAR in circle A? Okay, well this is your inscribed angle over here. We're looking for this one. We know that this is 34, this arc is going to be 68, and a central angle is equal to the arc, so your answer is D, 68. All right, 28. This one, two chords intersect with the measure shown. What is the value of x? Whenever you have two chords intersecting like this, you just multiply the pieces. So we got 5 times 12 equals 7.5 times x. So 60 equals 7.5 times x. I just happen to know that 60 divided by 7.5 is 8. And 28. 29, it says a rectangle ABCD, the slope of AB is 1/2. What's the slope of CD? I'm going to draw a picture. I need to see it. We always label them in order, so A, B, C, D. AB, the slope is 1/2. What is the slope of CD? Well, if it's a rectangle, we know these are parallel, they have the same slope, so that's going to be 1/2. All right, what's 29? 30. Figure shown, what is the measure of angle WXY? WXY is over here. We know that when we have an angle like that, we can do this. We can just add those two together, so 62 plus 73 equals 135. J. Called the exterior angle, and it's equal to the two remote interior angles. Number 31. DFG is a rhombus, EFG is 28. What is the measure of GDE? If it's a rhombus, opposite angles are congruent, so it's 28. All right, figures a traffic sign in the shape of a regular octagon. What is the value of x? That's an exterior angle. We know they all add up to 360, and we've got 8 of them, so that would be 45. That's 32, 33. Rectangular rug is 24 feet and 10 feet wide. Rhombus is formed inside the rug by joining the midpoints of each side. What is the length of each side of the rhombus? Okay, so first, a rectangle, 24 by 10. Okay, the rug joins the midpoint of each side, so something like that. So a rhombus. Okay, now we need to find the length of each side of the rhombus, so we need to find this. Okay, well if this is a rectangle, we've got all right angles here. If this is the midpoint, we know that this piece right here is 5. This piece right here is 12. So we're going to do 5 squared plus 12 squared equals x squared. 25 plus 144 is 169 equals x squared. Square root of 169 equals 13. Threw a couple of choices in there that might trip you up. Just remember to check and make sure that you answer the question that they asked. 34. Man is 6 feet tall, casting a shadow 4 feet long. At the same time, a nearby flagpole casts a shadow of 18 feet long. How tall is the flagpole? All right. You can just set up the proportions. I like to draw pictures. I don't get to draw stick figures very often, so you have that. He's 6 feet tall, so 6 would go here. His shadow, which would be on the ground, I guess that would be shorter, is 4 feet long. Got a flagpole next to him. Let's see, something like this. Flagpole, we don't know how tall that is, so there's your X. We know the shadow is 18 feet. Okay? Just need to set up proportions. So you can do this more than one way. I'll just do 6 over X equals 4 over 18. Cross multiply. 4X equals 108. X equals 27. Important. Sure, but yeah, this could be triangles, this as well.
You could even just set it up, you could do, height of the shadow, height of the shadow.
Yeah. Guys, you don't have to draw pictures, though. I mean, I do, but you don't have to. You can just do height over shadow. And you would have 6 over 4 equals X over 18. Cross multiply to get the same thing. We're just making triangles. Either way. That's based on similar triangles. That's 34. 35. Fish tank is in the shape of a rectangular prism. With those dimensions, what's the volume of water in the tank when it is 4/5 full? All right, so we know the volume of a rectangular prism is length times width times height. 20 times 10 times 12. 10 times 12. That equals 2,400. But it's only 4/5 full, so we're going to have to multiply it by 4/5 times 4/5. Or we could do that by 0.8, right? 2,400 times 0.8, and that ends up being 1120, right? 1120 or 1920? It's 1920. 1920. 36. Which of these nets would form a cube when folded? This is just, yeah, H. It would form a cube, right? This is the one we always see. We know G doesn't work. H really doesn't. Yeah, we want the one that would form a cube. We know this one does. This is really more than anything is remembering this one, because that one's kind of like on every SOL that I've ever seen in some form or another. That picture is there, and is it a cube? Sometimes they ask you if it's not a cube, but this one would be definitely a cube. All right, 36, 37. Some people can look at that right away and just pick it right out. Right. If a cube with side length 6 inches has its dimensions divided in half, what would be the volume of the new cube? Well, if the side length was 6, they cut it in half and we just make it 3.